Hello everyone and welcome again to MotorWay. Today, why it's imperative that you buy a dash cam or a dash cam camera-like camera. So the reason why I say this is it's imperative because how many YouTube videos have you seen of car crash videos or road rage and all this kind of stuff? You see it every single day you log on to YouTube. Anytime you're on YouTube, it's like, oh, you watch the car video, you might like this, Russian dash cameras, or North American car crashes, road rage, why did this happen? It's just imperative that you have a camera. You need one, because at any point, something could potentially happen. That's why they call it accidents. It's just an accident. But just, like, you might be like, oh, well, it's a little too much money for a dash cam. No, that's not true. The camera that I bought this from, like this camera here, I bought from gearbest.com. It's a Chinese-made, camera and everything like that, but it's amazing of what the things you can do on this thing. Now, it's not exactly a dash cam, but it's a GoPro-like camera, but that I use as a dash cam because it's got a 170-degree view, so you can see everything that I'm seeing right now. Well, apart from my blind spot here on my left. But apart from that, it's anything could happen. And especially invest the money. Just spend like 50, 60 bucks or even up to 100, whatever you want, because of the fact that it could save you in the long run. And it could even save you from a felony hit and run charge. And that is the worst thing. I don't know how many times I've seen a video where a hit and run has happened to somebody else, where somebody hits them and they take off. Now, their response, or like 90% of the responses are to just pull over, assess the damage, call 911, and then get the plates and everything like that. And I've seen other people who will just gun it right after the person, and bravo on that, because that's something that I would do, and that's something I've actually done before. I've actually caught a drunk driver. I was on the freeway just cruising along. It was like 2 a.m. There was no one around me, and then somebody comes up behind me, starts flashing on his high beams, and I was in the left lane. Oh, stupid thing. But I was in the left lane. There was absolutely no one around for miles, and he just starts flashing his high beams, and so I speed up a bit. He speeds up. I slow down. He slows down. I switch lanes. He switches lanes. This went on for about maybe 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll just slow down and move out of the way and get him out of the way. No. He almost hit me and then took off. If I had a camera, then you could have seen everything that happened, and I wouldn't have to explain to the police what happened. Well, I mean, I probably would have anyways, but I would have actually had video evidence that what exactly happened, because as we were driving along, this went on for a good 15-20 minutes, and he was hitting speeds about 220 to 230 kilometers an hour, which is about 125, 130 miles an hour. He was just moving, and if he could have hit people, there's a Harley rider that he nearly missed, and the Harley rider actually tried chasing after him, but I pulled up beside the Harley rider and waved him off and let him know I was already on the phone with 911, and I was trying to get him apprehended because, well, he nearly hit quite a few people. So I'll say this to you again, it's imperative that you have a dash camera. Invest in the money, just find which ones work for you. Ones just plug into the cigarette lighter, so you can have one that I have here, which is just a regular, GoPro action camera, Chinese knockoff made one, and it records, 4K video, and still really, really good quality and everything, and a decent frame rate, and an amazing viewing angle too, 170 degrees, and it's an expandable slot up to 64 gigs, and it records. My 64 gig card will actually record about 6.5 hours, but it records for about like 90 minutes or something like that for battery life. And it's a removable battery, so you can actually switch batteries or plug the camera into a power bank, and then you've got, unlimited usage almost. or you can even plug it into the cigarette adapter. The only thing this camera doesn't have is that when I shut off the car, if it's plugged into the cigarette lighter, if I shut off the car, it'll still record. Other cameras, however, have a G sensor where when you turn off the car, it'll shut off as well. It'll stop recording, but the G sensor is always on. So if the camera shakes, it wakes itself up. It'll wake itself up and say, hey, something just happened. It needs to record now. And someone could have just hit your car and just took off. But that camera will record it. This one, however, won't. But do some research looking for a camera. I'm happy I have this one because I'm going to be using this one for my vlogging and everything. But apart from that, just be safe out there. Watch for those crazy drivers, because being in the city like I am right now, there are a lot of idiot drivers, but you can't help them. There's always idiot drivers everywhere. But thank you very much for watching MotorWay. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you like, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.